Oh, welcome to my channel Concept Made Easy. I think all of you have already subscribed to my channel. If not subscribed, please do subscribe to get all the updates about my upcoming videos, as well as you will get the notification about my live classes. And also press the bell icon to get all the updates about my upcoming classes. So let us start our today's class. So today I will explain about Wheatstone bridge. So what is Wheatstone bridge? Why you will study about Wheatstone bridge? What is the necessity of studying Wheatstone bridge? So let us discuss. So Wheatstone bridge is nothing but an arrangement of 4 registers. Like you can say 4 registers are arranged in such a manner that you can quickly and accurately you can calculate the resistance, one of the resistance value in terms of another 3 resistances. Like for an example, I have given you this question. You can see this is the question. This is the question. You can see this question is find the value of the current drawn by the circuit from the battery of EMF 6 volt if no current flows through the section AO. You can see this is A, this is O. If no current flows through this very section, what is the current flows due to this very EMF or battery connected? So suppose this type of question will come in your exam. How to approach, how to solve this type of question? Because here one resistance value is unknown. This is given X. Okay, you need to calculate this resistance value. First of all, you need to be clear about the arrangement of resistors. You need to simplify. You are very clear about how to draw the simplified circuit diagram of resistors connected in a particular circuit. You need to be very clear in that part as well. So Wheatstone bridge, before studying about Wheatstone bridge, what is the necessity of studying about Wheatstone bridge? Is nothing but you can calculate very easily and accurately and also quickly one resistance value with respect to 3 resistors. So how a Wheatstone bridge looks like, you need to understand, and what are the conditions of balanced bridge and unbalanced Wheatstone bridge. There are 2 conditions of Wheatstone bridge. One is balanced Wheatstone bridge, another is non-balanced Wheatstone bridge or unbalanced Wheatstone bridge. So Wheatstone bridge, how Wheatstone bridge arrangement looks like. You can see this is battery is connected E. This is the battery E, battery voltage source EMF. This EMF is connected. This voltage source is connected with this very 4 resistors are arranged. This resistor is P. Suppose this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is S. Due to EMF or due to this very voltage source, I current is flowing, and I current is divided as this. There are 2 branches. This is I1, this is I2, and there is a galvanometer connected, and through this galvanometer, suppose IG current is flowing through. So this I1 is splitted again into IG and I1 minus IG, and this IG is come to the node or junction D, and this I2 reach this very junction D, and both IG and I2 combiningly flow through this very resistance S. Okay, so this is I2 plus IG. This is simply I am showing you how a Wheatstone bridge looks like. Just how a Wheatstone bridge looks like. Then in next slide I will explain the operation and the conditions of Wheatstone bridge, how you are going to analyze Wheatstone bridge. So basically Wheatstone bridge looks like this. This is 4 resistors are arranged in such a manner. If 4 resistors are arranged in such a manner, then you can say this is a Wheatstone bridge arrangement. Okay. So then come to my point, what is balanced bridge condition and what is unbalanced bridge condition. Balanced bridge condition, if I am talking about balanced bridge condition, if when there is no deflection in the galvanometer G, or you can say when there is no current flows through this very galvanometer or through B and D terminal. So if there is no current flows through B and D branch, then the bridge is said to be balanced. Once the balanced bridge condition is achieved, then you can say this will be proved. That means P by Q is equal to R by S. I am going to prove this. Okay, I am going to prove it. Okay, so Wheatstone bridge, I am drawing the diagram again. You can see this is Four registers are connected. This is P, this is Q, and I can say this is R, this is S. Okay, and this node name, suppose this is A, this is suppose B, this is D, this is C, this is D, and here galvanometer is connected G. Okay, so now current starts flowing. Okay, so this is voltage source V. Due to this very voltage source, suppose I current starts flowing. This is I current starts flowing, and I current is divided at this node A. It is splitted into I1 and I2, and here Ig current is flowing through this very galvanometer. So this current is nothing but I1 minus Ig. Now this will again, this is Ig, this is I2, both will flow through this very branch. This is I2 plus Ig. Now this is clear. So now I am going to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. So in Wheatstone-Bridge condition, I am going to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. So as you know, Kirchhoff's voltage law is applicable when there is a loop. So I need to first distinguish my loops. So I am considering here two loops. First loop, this is my loop 1. Loop 1, first loop is A, B and D. Next, loop 2, second loop is B, C and D. Okay. Now I am considering the case of loop 1. So applying KVL, applying Kirchhoff's voltage law in loop 1. So if I am talking about loop 1, then I am talking about ABD. If I am talking about loop 2, then this is BCD. So loop 1 I am highlighting loop 1. This is my loop 1. This is my loop 2. I think this is clear now. So this is loop 1. If I am talking about loop 1, I am applying KVL in loop 1. So this is my loop 1. This is my loop 2. So in loop 2, if I will apply KVL, as I have told you, this is clockwise. I am considering clockwise rotations. If this is clockwise rotation, this is I1. So rotation means my motion in the loop as well as the current direction is same. That's why this is negative. This is I1 and the resistance is P. Now this is G and Ig. Again current direction and loop motion in the loop is same. So that's why this is minus Ig with galvanometer resistance. Suppose this is G. Now this I2 and motion is opposite. That's why this is plus. This is I2 multiplied with R. So this is my equation 1. Next, applying KVL in loop 2. Okay. So applying KVL in loop 2. If I am talking about loop 2, then I am considering this triangle BCD. So this is my loop, closed loop. I am applying KVL here now. So I am considering what? Clockwise rotation. If clockwise rotation I am considering this current I1 minus Ig and the motion in the loop, this is also same. So I can write this is minus I1 minus Ig bracket. This is Q. Then this is opposite. So that means this is plus I2 plus Ig multiplied with resistance S. Again this Ig and rotation, this is negative, this is positive because Ig is in this direction and this is opposite. So that's why this is also positive. This is Ig multiplied with G. That is equation, that is equal to 0, and this is my equation 2. Sorry, this is 0 and this is my equation 1. This is equal to 0. This is my equation 1. This is 0 and this is equation 2. I think both the equations are clear now. Again I am repeating. This is my loop 1. This is my loop 2. So current is flowing in this direction. Motion is in this direction. That's why this is negative. This is the loop in the motion in the loop, and this is the current direction. Both are opposite. That's why this is positive. Again Ig is in this direction and loop is in this direction. So plus Ig is equal to 0. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. So if I am talking about balanced Wheatstone-Bridge condition, so when the bridge is balanced, that means Ig is equal to 0. That means no current will flow through this very galvanometer. There is no deflection in the galvanometer. Galvanometer is what? Galvanometer is showing the current direction, and also if there is any current flowing through, galvanometer will show it. So if there is no deflection in the galvanometer, that means no current is flowing through. So when the breeze is balanced, that means Ig is equal to 0, no current will flow through. So minus I1P. So in the equation 1 and 2, I will show you again. This is my equation 1 and equation 2. Here in every equation, I will put this very Ig term S0 if the breeze is balanced. Okay. If the breeze is balanced, then Ig is equal to 0. That means minus I1P plus I2R is equal to 0. This is minus I1Q plus I2S is equal to 0. So both these equations I have just rewritten by placing Ig is equal to 0 in equation 1 and equation 2. So now I am arranging just this is I1P plus I will bring this to RHS side. This is I1P is equal to I2R, I1Q is equal to I2S. Understood? Now dividing equation 2 with equation 1, we will get P by Q is equal to R by S. This is very important because whenever the Wheatstone breeze is balanced, then this condition will be achieved. P by Q is equal to R by S. Okay. So now come to the question I have given you. This is the question. Find the value of the current drawn by the circuit from the battery of EMF 6 volt if no current flows through the section AO. So as I told you, before approaching any type of electric network, you are very clear about the arrangement of resistors, and you can draw the simplified circuit. Most appropriately, you can draw the circuit or you can redraw the circuit. So by looking at this very circuit, you can very easily redraw the circuit by placing this B point is here, and this is your 2.4 ohm resistor, and also this C point is here. I am redrawing the circuit, just check it. So here one resistance is, this is A, and this how to redraw the circuit, that depends upon your practice. How you are practicing, then the things will be clear. You can redraw the circuits very easily. So this is O, and I can say this is 10 ohm resistance, this is 2 ohm, this is 4 ohm, this is 3 ohm, this is X. I think this is clear now. So this is the circuit, and this is the simplified circuit. I have just redrawn the circuit. I did nothing, no manipulation I have done. Just I have redrawn the circuit. Okay, I have just redrawn the circuit. So I have just redrawn the circuit just to show you this is a Wheatstone bridge arrangement. Okay. So this is a Wheatstone bridge arrangement. So according to question, that is, if there is no current flow through the section AO, no current is flowing through this very section AO. Okay. So that means if no current will flow, then this part you can neglect this part because there is no current will flow. If no current will flow, that means this is balanced bridge condition. Balanced bridge condition. Okay, if balanced bridge condition and if this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is S. So P by Q is equal to R by S, or I can rewrite this H. This is, I have drawn this is PQ, this is RS. So this is balanced Wheatstone bridge condition because no current is flowing through this very AO. So if this is balanced bridge condition, so this is P by Q is equal to R by S, as I have already told you. That means this is P by Q, that means 2 by 4, that implies is equal to 3 by X. So very simply you can calculate this X is equal to 3 multiplied with 4 divided by 2, that is nothing but 12 by 2 ohm. So that is nothing but 6 ohm. So I can replace or redraw this circuit again. This is 2, 4, this is 3, 6 because this is equal to X. So I have just redrawn this circuit in this manner. You can see this is a simple register arrangement circuit. So this is 2 plus 4, this is connected in series, that's why 2 plus 4, this is 6 ohm, 3 plus 6, this is 9 ohm. So I can redraw again, this is 6 ohm, this is 9 ohm, and this is 2.4 ohm as usual. This is given in question. So now this is 6 and 9. The 6 and 9 are in parallel. So 6 parallel with 9. So that means R equivalent. You need to calculate 6 parallel with 9. That means 6 into 9 divided by 6 plus 9. Okay. So you will get this edge 18 by 5 ohm. So now this you place this R equivalent 18 by 5 ohm here plus, because this is R equivalent and this is your resistance. This is your R equivalent, this is your resistance 2.4 ohm. So this R equivalent plus 2.4 ohm you will get 6 ohm. So I is equal to V by R. V by R, that means this is 6 divided by 6, that is 1 ampere. So the answer is 1 ampere. If you are clear about Wheatstone bridge and the arrangement of Wheatstone bridge, how you can calculate the one resistance with respect to all the three resistance, if the bridge is balanced, then the things will be very easily. You can calculate the resistance value, as well as this type of question you can very easily approach. I think you like the class. If you like the class, please do comment as well as press the like button, and also please subscribe to my channel to get all the updates about my upcoming classes as well as live classes. So thanks for watching. So bye bye.